We shall see. This was a big show, and they spent a lot of time building it up. How do you think it did?
Well, I've got to just say my comment on what you just said before we go to the ratings is, boy, howdy, I'll tell you what, I don't think Tony got enough oxygen when he was a fetus, is all I've got to say. But nevertheless.
Thank you for jumping in with that expert analysis.
Yes.
It's that kind of analysis you only find here on the Jim Cornette Experience.
I don't know how they could possibly have had as many people watch this program as they did last week's program. It's got to be getting to them sooner or later. I mean, this was a big thing they promoted for quite a while, but it was rotten. I'm sure they started strong and tapered off.
It's a very interesting rating story this week. AEW Dynamite, February 7th, 2024 on TBS, 8 to 10:04 p.m. On average, was watched by 805,000 viewers.
Ouch! Okay, so that's about 30 or 40 down from what they've been doing regularly, which indicates to me people maybe have said, well, we've seen this shit before, but go ahead.
According to WrestleNomics, it is down 2% from last week, which was 818, and it is down 4% from the trailing 4-week average, which is 836.
Well, now we know why their average is trailing. I would almost say trickling.
Once again, these ratings were compiled by WrestleNomics, Quarter 1, 8 to 8:15 p.m. Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland, 878,000 viewers.
Oh my God, what happened to the Big Bang Theory?
I don't know.
Did the balloon pop on the Big Bang?
Maybe it's an episode everyone hates.
Okay, that was
in my case,
lowest
it's all of them.
Well, that was the lowest handoff in the history of this program, I think.
Well, we handed off to Quarter 2, 8:15 to 8:30 p.m. The continuation of Swerve versus Hangman with picture-in-picture, 780,000 viewers.
Ouch. Okay, they lost 98,000 on that marathon dreariness with Swerve and Page. And I don't see, unless something stabilizes, how they're even going to make their average. Go ahead.
The Silverdome just emptied out and everyone walked out of there. Quarter 3, 8:30 to 8:45 p.m. The continuation of Swerve versus Adam Page with the post-match, an ad break, and a Samoa Joe promo, 838,000 viewers.
Okay, so as soon as the all clear was sounded on Swerve and Page, 58,000 came back. Good Lord, that doesn't say much for. Well, Swerve with a better opponent, you could say something for him, but wow, okay.
Well, we go to Quarter 4, 8:45 to 9 p.m. Red Velvet versus Tony Storm with picture-in-picture. The post-match with Deonna Purrazzo. The Trent Beretta, Orange Cassidy, Rocky Romero promo. An ad break. And the BCC entrance. 833,000 viewers.
And within 5,000, kind of pretty much the same. But at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, I can't see how they'll gain on a match with complete unknowns.
Well, it is indeed the 9 o'clock hour, Quarter 5, the big 9 o'clock hour at 9 to 9:15 p.m. Danielson, Claudio, and Moxley versus Hechicero, Mascara Dorada, and Volador Jr. with picture-in-picture, 826,000 viewers.
Okay, they only lost 7,000. That was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Nothing to brag about, but they dodged a bullet there.
Well, let's find out where that magic bullet goes in Quarter 6, 9:15 to 9:30 p.m.
Thank you, Dr. Ehrlich.
The post-match angle, the Undisputed Kingdom, Chuck Taylor backstage, whatever it was, an ad break, the big Tony Khan announcement, and the start of Chris Jericho versus Konosuke Takeshita, 771,000 viewers.
Yeah. Well, there goes 29, 40, 55,000 more, and I bet you this becomes a trend.
Well, there goes thinking Tony's big announcement is a draw anymore.
Well, they've seen through that. It's a meme now, isn't it? Even with their faithful audience.
Well, Jim, let's see what they mean to do here in the 7th quarter, 9:30 to 9:45 p.m. Chris Jericho versus Konosuke Takeshita with picture-in-picture ads and an ad break. 723,000 viewers.
Ouch. Mr. Jericho wanders in and loses him another 48,000. That's over 100,000 in 2 quarters.
The best thing for Chris Jericho is not booking him strongly, it's getting him off TV right now. And finally, quarter 8, and we have an overrun. 9:45 to 10 p.m. Darby Allin and Sting versus Big Bill and Ricky Starks with picture-in-picture. 787,000 viewers. 5-minute overrun with the Young Bucks. 820,000 viewers.
Well, at least, again, Sting, he picked up 64,000. Because they knew that was the main event. They'd been advertising it. People must have come back and said, we'll fucking come back when that starts. And then, then they get the artificial overrun from people. I can't believe 33,000 people just hopped on the last 4 minutes of that. They were tuning in to see fucking Mighty Mouse or whatever was after. But, you've got basically the faithful there. For some reason, they didn't get the big number at the beginning. And so therefore, they didn't lose as much of a percentage of their audience as they normally do. But still, you've got some of the most featured people produce some of the least impressive numbers. And whether it be 100,000 people bailing on the middle of the marathon with hangnail, or whether it be, the Jericho Takeshita debacle at the end, which was the lowest point of the program, practically. Well, it was the lowest point of the program.
Jericho's not going to hold people anymore, especially when you put him against someone who we really like and is really talented, but you've done nothing good with. Like, he's not booked weekly, but he's not booked well.
Oh, yes, he is.
But you know what I mean?
Very weekly.
He's not out
very
there.
Weekly.
He's not out there losing every week. It's just he's booked like shit nonstop.
Yes. He's booked very limply. But that
was another limp episode of AEW Dynamite. One that their fans were raving about. Dave gave 4.5 stars to a few of the matches there.
Dave gave 4.5 stars to the lowest rated segment of the program.
And said Jericho should win more.
Yeah, that would have saved it. See, all those people tuned out because they got a fucking premonition Jericho was going to lose.
The thing that's hurting AEW is Chris Jericho not being presented strongly enough. That's, of all the things, that's what's hurting AEW right now.
But, Brian, you know what the people at 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America were ready to do after they watched that television program, don't you?
Turn on the Channel 11 news and see what the weather is with Mr. G.
Well, it depends on what part of the country you live in, because I don't get your Channel 11, I get my Channel 11, and we don't have a Mr. G or a Master G. But I'll tell you what we do have. We do have a fine night's sleep for everybody listening out there if you get a Helix Sleep mattress. That's what we've got, because if you watch AEW on television, if you manage to take toothpicks and prop your eyelids open until the end of the thing, you're going to want something soft and comfortable and warm and inviting and just neighborly to just fall right into and go into snooze land, into slumber town. Take the midnight train to somnambulism. Was that a Gladys Knight and the Pips hit, or did I remember wrong? The midnight train to somnambulism.
Where in Georgia is that?
It's on the other side of Peachtree City. But anyway, folks, I'll tell you what. No other mattress company can compare to our friends at Helix Sleep, and I'll tell you why. And you may be surprised to hear this, because Brian was. As a matter of fact, Brian accused me of manufacturing fictitious facts.
All these fictive facts. I said, facts. Jim.
Fictitious factoids about these issues. You did not believe that some of these outlaw mud show mattress companies out there are putting fiberglass in their mattresses. You tried to stop me. You said, no, that can't possibly be. I said, you are incorrect, sir. Yes, sir. Some of these fly-by-night, you never know, these seedy, mom and pop manufacturing outlets that make the mattresses. The pop makes them and mom carries them on her back down the street. They're putting fiberglass. I wouldn't be surprised if also I thought it was asbestos, and they may have done that too. As a matter of fact, a lot of these mattress companies, ladies and gentlemen, you may not be aware of this either, just like Brian was completely ignorant of these facts. A lot of these mattress companies out there will just go up and down the side of the interstate and find things to pick up and stuff in their mattresses. Well, you could be getting spare car parts and pieces off of goddamn 18-wheelers and semi-trucks. You could be getting discarded fucking dead pets.
We should remind everyone this is not what you will get from Helix Sleep. You get the finest mattresses, and we can't confirm that any other company is using these items that you are listing.
Well, now we can't confirm it, but where does all that shit from the side of the road go? You see the prisoners pick it up, but you never see it again. It's going in these mattresses from these other companies. That's why you can only trust Helix. You don't want to be sleeping on a mattress containing a radiator from a 57 Chevy or possibly the bones or the desiccated corpse of somebody's pet poodle. You never know what you'll find on the side of the road, folks, but you know what you won't find, and that's a Helix Sleep mattress, because people, when you're driving down the road, Brian, I don't know if you live in this type of neighborhood, as you're driving down the road, you're going to see a lot of mattresses laying on the side of the road. A lot of couches, a lot of love seats, occasionally some kind of kitchen cabinetry, and mattresses people get rid of. They're too big to put in your garbage can, so you just leave them on the side of the road. These are never Helix Sleep mattresses, because nobody that gets a Helix Sleep mattress wants to let go of it. Even if Grandpa dies on a Helix Sleep mattress and the stench of his grisly death is still on it, most people are just going to spray that daggum thing with some fucking Febreze and put some sheets back on it, because it's a Helix and it's good.
I don't even know where to begin with this one. Most people would not do any of that. Helix Sleep is good for the whole family, whether it's grandpa or the kids or you.
But everybody's time's got to go.
But everyone dies, and people die in all sorts of places. So technically, it could be on the most comfortable mattress ever. But you don't have to worry about that. Just go to sleep and enjoy a good night's sleep. I see he's on mute. With Helix Sleep.
Yes. Just don't worry about anything. Just go to sleep. And you'll know if you wake up. It'll be a new tomorrow. Folks, just go now. Where should you go? I can't find it.
Go to sleep.
Go right now. Go to sleep.
Just go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little. Go to Helix Sleep. That's HELIX, helixsleep.com/JCE, and use the code HelixPartner20. HelixPartner20, and you're going to get 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. If you go to helixsleep.com/JCE,
yeah, lady.
Lady. HelixSleep.com. I'm going to do it /JCE and use the code HelixPartner20. You'll get 20% off the orders and 2 free pillows. And I'm crying. I need to wipe my face.
Well, wipe your face and, of course, go to bed with Helix Sleep.
Go to sleep and don't worry about a thing. You might wake up.
And you'll be waking up, potentially, on a Helix Sleep mattress. Once again, what's that promo code, Jim?
Oh, God damn it. HelixSleep.com/JCE. Use the code HelixPartner20. I think my nose is bleeding.
Well, wipe off that blood and go to sleep with Helix Sleep.